Okay, now I'd like to introduce Brenda Daniels. Brenda is the Family Literacy Connector at Broadview-Thomson K through 8 and has both professional and personal connections to Page Ahead's Book Up summer program. Please welcome Brenda.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Brenda Daniels. I am the Family Literacy Connector here at Broadview-Thomson Elementary School, K through 8. My job is unique. I get to serve those in my community and help assemble strong foundations, positioning building blocks in their daily life in our families. This position was created to focus on African American boys in literacy. When I come into school, I enjoy building relationships with our students. I like to do this by waiting at the playground entrance for the students. I get to talk to them about their week, their weekend, or encourage them with their reading and how they've been going on with their reading, finishing their homework, or just telling them how amazing they are. And of course, a high five or a silly greeting, what we do all the time. I try to do a funny dance, but unfortunately, the 80s dance just isn't as cool anymore. Sorry, Cabbage Patch dance. I also get to encourage our parents in the morning or in the afternoon. We get to go over some resources that I put together or talk about how their reading is coming along or some comprehension questions that they can think about while they're reading with their child. Partnering with the teachers or other teachers that they may be receiving services. I believe that reading is such an important tool. Reading is not just an open possibilities, but it helps discover the world around you. See, for our family, we understood this very well. My son had a speech impediment, and I was brainstorming ways to help him talk. So I did what any other mother would do. I started knocking on some doors, and I did some research. Started with reading to my son. I noticed that it helped. He would use his words more when he would tell me about the book and what kind of parts about the book that he liked the most. I then proceeded to teach him his letters and his sounds. I understood this and started saying to him, he started putting his sight words up on the wall, and it was filled all up on the living room wall. Our story propels me to help other families that might be facing the same or about the same challenges that we have faced, giving the parents tools, books, and ideas that they can do to help them improve their child with discovering their love of reading. And as I was blessed to do that with my children. Since then, he loves reading. He's been reading, and when he gets upset, he pulls out a book, and he starts reading, and it starts to relax him. Reading in our family is important. I try to share this knowledge with as many parents as I can. That's why my job is amazing. I get to share something that I know has helped our son. His favorite book is Captain Underpants. He just starts laughing how silly the author describes whatever Captain Underpants just did or said. So my son is in 4th grade, and he's reading at a 6th grade level. At this time, he's not had any speech impediment problems. My daughter do the same thing. They pull out their books, they start reading. My daughter Root makes her own books. I mean, they're about our funny husky dog. The stories literally come pouring right out. Reading helps my son with his speech, and it brings the creativity right out of my daughters. One of my daughters had to meet that you just met on stage. For my family, we look forward to picking our books on the summer, books that make them burst out laughing or learning about people's lives, how my kids can find similarities between the authors and what the author is writing about in their own lives. My son picked out books last summer about soccer, and he learned that when he hits the ball, the soccer ball can go at different force, and at the right angle, it'll make a team goal. So he likes to reference that and go back to the book. I've been receiving books for a couple years, and each year my kids love picking the books. We like to pick out the books together. So I'd like to thank Page Ahead for making the books available for our kids to learn and inspire them and tell them to help others as well. Thank you again for allowing me to share a little bit about us and our story. Now I'd like to invite Page Ahead board member Megan Wells to the stage.